very quickly, I'm going to show you how to make a little piggy, which is great on a farm cake or a cake topper, whatever. They're really simple to get things, keep things really quick. Basically what I've started out with is a number of balls, and I've started out with a fairly large ball for a body, and I've started off with a ball, and then I've kind of made it a cylinder shape, and then rounded off the edge, kind of sort of flattened it a little bit, so we've got this kind of body shape. Another ball for the head, which I thought was about the right size. Then I've just made 4 little balls, which I've then sort of flattened down, squashed down at one side, and then rounded, so I would round them around like this and squash them down, so they become like little stumpy feet. And then another little ball which I'll squish down for a nose, 2 little balls which I'll make into ears, and 1 for the tail. And basically, just to get things started, I'll use some water, and I have some Tylose actually in my fondant at the moment because it's very, very humid where I am at the moment. So just put our little legs where we think that they'll need to go, just push it down a little bit, and then we have 2 little front legs, 2 little back legs, and just check that they're in the right positions. That one needs a bit more tweaking. Pretty simple. Then we take our ball which we've made for the head, put some water on that, and position it in a head position. Our little ball, which is going to be flattened more like a disc, because we won't make it too stubby and not too ball-like. So it's going to be more like a snub-nosed disc. So make the ball, make it a stubby thing, then just flatten it a bit. Just use some Tylose. I've only just got water in there at the moment. Put that on for a snubby nose. Then we get our little pieces of fondant, and basically what I'm doing is it started off as a ball, and then I make it a bit triangle, and then I sort of flatten it out a bit, so we have a sort of triangle shape. So I'm pinching it between my fingers, pushing up there, and then it does sort of flatten out the back, so then I flatten it down a bit. Then using a toothpick or end of a paintbrush or whatever takes your fancy. I could probably actually make those ears a little bit smaller actually. Let me just try. Probably half that size would do, because they're big ears otherwise. It's a bit more reasonable size there. So again, just start off a little ball and pinch, pinch, flatten, flatten, pinch. Then when you've got a shape that you're happy with, get your little pointy end stick and just point it in the middle, so it gives, and just move it side to side, so it gives a little pig ear shape. You can see that okay. So you do that for both ears. Just attach them where your ears should go. Sometimes it can be a little bit tricky because they're a little bit small. You just might need to fix them up a bit. Do the other one, pinch, flatten, pinch, until we've got an ear shape that we're happy with. Again, put the little thing in the middle, move it a little bit from side to side until we've got our ear. And then I've already put some water on there. And just fiddle with them a bit until you're happy with them. Then we need, of course, it's very humid here, we need to make a tail, so just a little piece of fondant, roll it out to a little snake. Doesn't matter if it's pointy at both ends. And then I just get it and I just twist it on itself to make a little curly tail. And then coming around his backside, it's good to just put a little hole in there. I just squashed that, so I'll just do that again. So I should have put the hole in first so it's ready. Anyway, just do that again. And then basically a little bit more. and then basically just twisting it around on itself so it's a nice curly tail. And just take that end bit, put some water, oops, probably a bit too much, but anyway, put some water in there, just take that end bit and poke it in the hole, and then he's got his curly tail. And there you have a little pig. Now the next thing you need to do is give him, it's really, really moist here today, then give him some nostrils, just with a toothpick, 1 and 2. Now you can actually use the same thing for the eyes, but I'm going to just draw them on. If you don't have a pen, then just use a hole, otherwise if you've got a pen, you can draw his eyes on, and there you have your little pig. Easy as that. Oink, oink, oink.